Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? What's going on? It's your girl, Jay. Welcome back to my channel. It is Tuesday night, and we are live. We are live. I got some technical difficulties going on over here. My light's going out. So I might look a little crazy because my lighting is off, but you know, we're gonna do. Is that better? I feel like this. The light's a little off today, guys. This is too bright. Hold on. Yeah, one of my lights is going out, and so it's throwing off everything. But anyway, we here. What's up, y'all? Let me get situated. I feel like I'm not prepared for some reason. There we go. All right. Let's see who is in the house. What's going on, y'all? Roll call. Groovy is in the house. What is up, Groovy? Well, Groovy's probably at work, but Groovy said he will be dropping in to say what's up. Russell is here. Hey, Russell. Thanks for coming. I was about to say muscles. Moses is here. What's going on, Moses? Doc Glover's in the house. What up? RC in the door right after Groovy, Russ, and Moses. What up? Glow up, J Spot. What up? Doc Glover. What's up, Jay? Moses says, what's up to RC? Y'all, I hope y'all are having a good evening. The Olympics are in full swing. It's just going to be a free-for-all tonight. I don't have a whole lot to cover. You know, the W is on a break. And like I said, the Olympics are going on. I don't know what y'all watch, but, you know, I watch a little bit of everything. I did not see the whole situation with Coco Gauff. I forgot to look for that once I got off work, but I did see people's reaction to it. But she's no longer competing. But I watch tennis. I watch, of course, gymnastics, women's gymnastics. I watch track and field. I think is starting this weekend, or is it next weekend? I think some of the prelims are starting this weekend, but the finals and stuff is happening. I hear a noise. This light is like making. Oh, it just went out. So there's that. This is what happens when you buy cheap stuff, trying to save money, and the light just went out. So we're gonna do the best we can. Y'all just have to bear with me with the night light that I have going on right now. What was I talking about? Oh, track and field is gonna be starting soon. Men's basketball is happening this week. Women's basketball is happening this week. I watch that. What else do I watch? I've been watching handball because I didn't know about that. I didn't know that was a thing. So that's been kind of fun to watch. What else did I watch? I watched a little bit of fencing, and I think that's it. It's been a lot. It's been a lot on TV, so I can't catch everything because I'm at work. But for the most part, I try to catch what I can. Summer's in the house. Hey, Summer. Miss Peach is here. Hey, Miss Peach. Oh, one of my fave co-couch coach is on the mic. RC says, J Spot, do you watch handball, soccer, rugby? Handball. I'm not going to say I watch it, but I have been watching it. Excuse me. Because it's been interesting to check out. Soccer, I can't do soccer. It's just not my thing. I'm just not into it. And rugby is kind of the same. RC, my favorite is always volleyball. Oh, I watch some volleyball. I have not seen any yet, but I do watch some of it. Judo. That was on the other day. I didn't watch that either. But it's all on, like, soon as I turn on the TV, like all the events are there, and I just pick and choose what I want to watch. Right now, they're replaying the women's gymnastics finals, the team finals. USA women won. If y'all did not know, I don't know if I'm spoiling it for you, but it's been everywhere already that they won the gold medal. Again, I did not realize since '96 that the women's gymnastic team has only won gold 3 times. I did not know that. I'm from the old school. I used to watch Dominique Dawes and the Magnificent Seven, and we were doing work 96, and I think it was 96 and 92. Oh man, I was so into gymnastics. Oh man, I was so into that. I love me some Dominique Dawes. Like literally, my mom, I was a kid. My mom would be like, get away from that TV because you are losing your mind over this girl. Like, because one time she fell and I cried like a baby. She didn't fall, but I knew she had messed up. I think it was on, I want to say on the balance beam. I can't remember what it was, but I was like so into it and I was crying. And my mom was like, she's going to be okay. It's fine. Like, she's still going to get the gold medal. Like, you don't, like, why are you stressing yourself out at whatever age I was watching that or whatever? But I was just really, really, really into it. What else are y'all talking about? Jay, can't nobody on planet Earth watch all the Olympics events unless they're retired. Yeah, I can't. So I just watch the ones I'm normally watching. Like I'll watch gymnastics like in the outside of the Olympics, like when the college teams are competing, or usually the U.S. national team when they're competing. I'll watch that when they have their just regular matches. So mostly everything that I watch in the Olympics, I'll watch it outside of the Olympics, besides like handball, because I didn't even know what that was. Doc Glover says soccer and rugby are the 2 biggest sports on the planet. Okay. Miss Peach says, I believe this is the first time ever U.S. women's rugby won. Oh, they won. Okay, good job. Handball court looks like a basketball court. So misleading. Like it's a mix of like basketball and like soccer or something because it has a goalie, I guess. But, you know, they're using their hands, not their feet. I don't know. It was weird. So I sat there and watched it. Moses says, yes, Barcelona 92 and ATL 96 Olympics gymnastics. I watched that too. Yeah, I was so into it. Like you could not pull me away from that TV when Dominique Dawes, who was it? Shannon Miller, Dominique Dawes, Dominique. Remember when the young Dominique, what was her last name? Maciano or something like that from Romania, but she was on the U.S. team. That girl was trouble on the balance beam. Woo, pack it up when she came out. Who else was on our team? Carrie Strug. She was the one that hurt her foot and she had to do the balance. She had to do the vault so we can get the goal in 96. Even though she had injured herself, she still did the vault, landed it, stuck it on one freaking foot, and we ended up getting the goal that year. Yeah, that was 96. That was it was so good. Miss Peach says gold. Lue is in the house. What's up? RC, I can't wait because Olympics golf starts August 1st. This will be only the 4th time in 100 years for golf there. Okay, I'll watch golf too a little bit. Miss Peach, what did y'all think of the 3 versus 3 team? Funny you should say that because I just got through watching that game. They were happen to replay it. Now they're playing the men. But I didn't catch the whole game. I caught most of it. It was interesting. They didn't really have any answers for Germany, especially down the stretch when Germany kept hitting. I mean, they're twos. Essentially, they're threes, but they only count as twos. Like down the stretch, we had it like, what was it, 40 seconds left to go. We were only down by 2. And we just couldn't do anything once Germany started shooting. I think they had two twos at the end, like right at the back to back near the end of the game, and they took it from us. I did see HVL was kind of cooking a little bit. It seemed like Ryan was a little off on her shots because I didn't see a lot go down for her. De'Erica didn't seem to, you know, get a lot of shots or take a lot of shots. And I forgot the other lady's name on there. I forgot her name. Sorry about that. But they just seem like they need some more practice together. Like that's such a fast-paced game. That 3-on-3, like you literally only have 14 seconds to shoot the ball, and that's it starts as soon as the ball is in play. So you still got to take the ball. If it's off a missed shot, take the ball and run it to the 3-point line or 2-point line, and then get your shot. So by the time you do all that, you only get like 7 seconds. So it's very, very fast paced. And I just think they need a little more time. And I mean, I know De'Erica has done this before. HVL has done this before. I think everybody on that team has done 3-on-3 at some point, even if it was just with the national team. So hopefully this next game, because if they do it like the rest of the the basketball, like you get points based off how you win or lose. And then I guess the teams with the most points, those are the ones that get to compete for the medals. So we lost. So we only have 1 point if that's how they're doing it. And we shall see. It's also based on how bad you lose. But I guess that's different in 3-on-3 because you don't need to win by much. Like the first to 21 wins, I think, or is it the first to 14 or first to 21? But they only have a certain amount of time. So it doesn't matter how many points you have. Once the 10 minutes or whatever is over, the game is over. So I'm still learning about it, but we shall see. What's bronze? What was bronze? Rugby got bronze. Is that what you're saying? Moses says, to be honest, I could watch the Olympics. I would watch the Olympics if Angel Reese made the US a basketball team. Otherwise, I don't really care about the Olympics. That's cool. I mean, she'll be there the next time it comes around, 2028 in LA. I'm trying to maybe be there. I don't know. I'm going to try to see if I can be there, whether just me or me as media. We'll see. I'm working on some stuff behind the scenes. But yeah, I mean, it would be cool to see Angel. I think it's not her time to be on that team, but I think this team is doing great. I mean, they put on a show this last game. I mean, Asia Wilson is going to be Asia Wilson. Her and Stewie was really tag teaming the whole game and holding everybody down. So it was actually a good game to watch. So hopefully you'll check something out, even though Angel isn't there. But it'd be nice if you did check them out. Moses says, yes, I remember the other Dominique and Shannon. And I didn't like Shannon Miller because her and Dominique used to compete against each other, like during the nationals, like for all around and stuff like that, and the individuals. But once they became teammates, you got to cheer for the US, So I didn't like her though. Outside of that, Miss Peach, we can't think like that. Moses, support our girls. That part. I don't know who Burdick is. Oh, the lady, Sierra Burdick, playing as the other player. Okay, is the other player for 3-on-3. 12 Kyle's in the house. What up, JSPN? Just sliding through to say what's up. Are you broadcasting live from the Olympics? No. Nope. Apparently you can't broadcast live from the Olympics. I just had a homie that got kicked out because he was, I don't know, taking pictures. He was streaming live and they kicked him out. So apparently you can't do that. Miss Peach, 3 versus 3 is very fast paced. Doc Glover says the US X3 will have to finish second in their pool to move on. Okay. 12 Kyle says, I'm disappointed I didn't qualify for the breakdancing event in the Olympics. I still got moves. Go ahead, Kyle. Get them all. Get the what do you need? The Asper cream or something? Get those old joints going and get out there. Show the people what you got. Show the people what you got, Kyle. I forgot about breakdancing. So whenever that comes on, I want to check that out as well. I just want to see what they have going on there. Olympics 2028. Yeah, it's gonna be in LA. I was just talking to a friend of mine. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna have to figure. One of my best friends lives there, not in the city, but she lives close. I think they say they live in the valley. I don't really know where that is because I'm not from California, but hopefully I can stay out there and then figure out a way to get to the Olympics. I'm sure LA traffic is already crazy. I can only imagine trying to get there. RC says J Spot La Media. It ain't my media. It's with I contribute with Moreau Sports Media. Is that how you pronounce his last name? I don't want to mess his name up. Morrow Sports Media, who also does She Shoots, She Scores, which I contribute to that podcast or show, I guess you can say. Sometimes we go live, sometimes we don't, but he puts out episodes on his page. So I can definitely link that. Y'all can check us out. I'm not on there all the time, but I'm on there here and there. Not Angel RCC time. Oh, not their time. Yeah. I don't think it's Angel or CC's time. I really don't. I mean, I was just talking to Summer and I was watching them play against Japan. And I was just like, honestly, if I'm going to be 100% honest, that Japan was so fast paced, like that would be perfect for CC to be running the ball up and down to her teammates because she plays pretty fast, and then them just needing help on the glass. I thought Angel will be amazing to help them rebound and get the putbacks that they needed. But again, that's just me saying that. I'm not saying that anybody else shouldn't have been on the team and they should have made it in the place of anybody. I was just saying that would be cool to see them play this particular team because it seems like that fit them. But I mean, US ended up taking it. I think they beat them by 26 points, and at one point I think they were up by 32. So even though Japan, and I'm going to get into the game, but Japan threw up 15 threes. Like they were shooting threes like it was like money falling from the sky. And I'm like, speaking of the sky, can we get Yamamoto to come over to the Chicago Sky because we need a shooter just like her, like rainbow threes, just automatic every time she threw it up. Do I watch swimming? Yes, I watch swimming. I did watch. What did I watch this morning? I watched the men's butterfly. Was it the finals? I've seen the women's 100, or was it the 200? It's been a lot of swim matches and a lot of heats. I'm not sure which one is which, but I did see it must have been the women's 100 that I saw, the men's butterfly, and I think it was a freestyle that I saw. But yeah, I watched swimming. I did see Simone Manuel help Team US get, I think we got, what did we get, bronze or silver? Like she was the leg. We weren't doing so hot. If it wasn't for her getting us there, we probably wouldn't have medaled at all. So shout out to Simone. Keisha's in the house. What up? There's someone from Houston on the breakdancing team. Is it? Shantae, what is up? What up, though, Jay? Kyle says breakdancing is August 9th. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. That's next weekend. Miss Peach says I'll watch Moreau before. Cool link. Yeah, I'll link it. Yeah, he reached out to me and I've been kicking it with them here and there ever since. We don't agree on much, but I guess that's why he has me on there. April's in the house. Hey everyone, Miss Peach in Japan was playing some defense too. Yes. It's like you couldn't keep your eye. Like they were pressuring the ball like full court. Especially once you got like you barely can make it to half court and they were pressuring you. It was one time, I think it was Asia. The whole team, all 5 players were on Asia. I was like, They trying to make sure my girl don't score. But luckily she was able to pass the ball out and everybody else was open and they were able to get the point. But it was funny. But yeah, those ladies are quick. They play defense. They can shoot the ball. It was actually a good watch. Summer says Katie won by 17 seconds, 1500 meter. And it wasn't even a final. But she did lose to another American. What was it? Was it the 200? She got the silver. I can't remember what her teammate's name was or the other American. RC says Summer Katie was playing with them. Miss Peach says, which women's basketball team do y'all think will give us the toughest game? I don't even know who else we play. I mean, I know we're playing Germany again. And I know y'all sent me the schedule. But I don't know. We'll see what the chat says because I'm not really sure who else. I mean, I don't think Germany is really going to do. I mean, we just beat Germany playing in the exhibition game. Not to say that Germany can't, make adjustments and do, come back at us, but I don't see us losing to Germany. I'm not sure. Japan was the runner-up last Olympics. So, I mean, they were pretty tough. I don't really see. Honestly, I don't know who's going to give us the toughest game. Which country he needs your balance? Keisha says that's Whitney Houston's birthday. August 9th is? Okay. April says Team USA better hope they don't play Nigeria because of how that team handled Australia. Okay. Lightly seasoned, or April says Nigeria might give us a run for our money. Summer says 400 mil. Oh, 400. All right. April says I'm talking about the women's basketball. So we're thinking Nigeria. Summer says anyone who plays USA women's basketball plays against them looks like a wreck team. I don't know. Like Japan had us in the first couple of quarters. Like they were sticking with us. I was just like, these ladies are not going away. Luckily, like I said, we have what was that thing I sent you? They said Stuja. Was it Stuja is what they called it? Stewie and Angel. I mean Angel. Stewie and Asia together just took over the game. Do they play Belgium? Yes. It's Belgium next and then it's Germany. So I don't know anything about Belgium, but if you think they're going to be tough, I'll believe you. Did y'all see Simone? Simone who? Simone Biles? I'm watching her right now. If you're talking about Simone Biles, yes. And here's the thing. She wasn't even at her best. She wobbled a little bit on the balance beam. The uneven bars isn't her best event or whatever. She did well on the vault, but her stuff is so difficult that even when she messes up, she's better than everybody else. Because her jumps, her when she lands is so powerful, it makes her jump back, and you get deducted sometimes if you don't stick it. But even though she has all that, she still dominates everything. That's how crazy talented she is. And even on the floor, like she stepped out twice. And that's not like her, but she's so powerful. She needs to she's going to have to fix that though. I mean, I still think she'll win the gold when they do the all arounds and when they do the individual ones. But I was just watching that. Like she's not even at her best as far as like sticking it. Her stepping out of bounds twice and still they got the goal because I think she only needed an 8.6 something to have US win. And of course, I'm sure she got it. Although I never saw the score that they gave her, but she did enough to make it. Louis says Nigeria upset Australia. Okay. Stuja, right? That's what they called her. Biles, yeah. That's what I'm watching it now. They're replaying it, but I did see it earlier today. Well, I recorded it. When I got off work, I saw it. Quita's in the house. Personally, I think Japan played a great game. Their head should be high. They got a bunch of 3 and D players. Yes, and that's why I say Momoto, I think that was her name. And what was the other one I just said? Yamamoto? No, Yamamoto, and I forgot the other lady's name. Uh, how can we get them to the sky? What do we need to do? What conversations do we need to have? Because we could use them for sure. April says to Miss Peach that defense was treacherous. Plus them 3-pointers, yeah, rainbows too. Like it was like they were shooting it at the ceiling. I'm like, there's no way that ball is going in, and it wasn't even touching the net. It was just going in. Suni and Simone for all around will be amazing. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. That's when the big guns come out. So I'll be excited to watch that. Keisha says because she hurt her ankle. Well, I mean, she hurt her calf muscle. If we're talking about Simone, she did something to her calf. It was wrapped today, but she says she's fine. She can compete. It would seem like the way as powerful as she is, the way she lands would it just make it worse. So I don't know, but she says she's fine. That girl's a trooper. She's a champion. She's a professional. She is the GOAT. And even on her worst day, she's better than everybody else, which is pretty crazy. April says, hey to Quita. All right, we're going to get into a few little notes here before I get back to the chat and see what y'all talking about. Because today is just a free for all. I'm not doing my regular show. I'm not doing the rookie watch or the fit of the week because I mean, everybody's been in bathing suits, and I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable showing that on here. I don't know. It's just if y'all want to see Angel and Camilla and Dana and Michaela and Sid and everybody else that's on vacation right now in bikinis, head on over there to their pages and you can see it. I just didn't want to, I don't know. I didn't want to put that on there. Put that on here. Quita says, hey, Miss Peach wants to know to Quita, who do you think will be our biggest challenge? So far, we got Nigeria and Belgium, possibly. That's what the chat was saying. While Quita is answering that, if she's going to answer that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up a couple of things that I just saw on the internet. So, breaking news. Paige Beckers is getting her very own Nike GT Hustle 3 September 12th. It's supposed to cost $190. They will go on sale. I think that's the on sale date, I believe. And if you look over there to your, I don't know how y'all are looking at it, but it's to my right. That is what her logo is supposed to look like. So it's got some purple in there, some purple in there, and it has some baby blue. So a lot of people have been saying that, Paige is maybe going to the Valkyries. Is that their names, right? The Valkyries. I don't know as a number one pick if that's how that works, but we'll see when the time comes. But yeah, I think that logo is pretty dope. So that's what the shoe, I guess that's what the shoe looks like now, but she is going to have her own version of that. And she is the first non-WNBA player is what they said. Now they said that she's the first non-WNBA player to get her shoe, but I thought, I might be wrong, but doesn't Kiki Rice have her own shoe or something similar to that? I could have swore in the documentary, she's a Jordan brand, I believe, athlete, and they gave her own shoe, and then she gifted those shoes. If I'm not mistaken, didn't she gift those shoes to her team during the doc? I believe so. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Kiki Rice, I thought already had her own shoe through Jordan brand, but I guess maybe this is something different. So they say Paige is the only one. So maybe for this particular thing, she's the only one. But we'll see. Those colors are kind of fire. I'm not that big into like basketball shoes. I'm more of a running shoe type person, but I got to save my money for Asia. I got to save my money for A1s. So I don't think I'll be purchasing anybody else's anything until I can get Asia's shoe and then I can re-up my money and then I can get I can get something else. Miss Peach says, nice. Summer says, I love the logo. MJ Lover says, it looks like I came just in time. What up, MJ Lover? The Valks, yep. Kyra's in the house. That's awesome. Logo is sweet. Miss Peach says, oh, shoot. Quita says, really depends on who can play D for 4 quarters. Right now, Nigeria is right now. Or is it right now not Nigeria, but also seems like Germany is getting better? So maybe Nigeria and maybe Germany. Quita says, Ella L is in the house. What up? What up? Kiki got her own shoe, but I think Paige is the only one with the Hustle 3. Okay. So that particular shoe, Paige is the only one to have that. Okay. Got it. April says, you're right. Summer says Camilla has her official logo too. Oh, yeah. I forgot to get that in there. I guess I can just go to her page. We can look at it on there. But yes, Camilla has her own official logo that was created by, he's a graphic designer. He already makes logos for different companies and sports teams and stuff. But he came up with a logo for Camilla just playing around. And she ended up picking it. He said he signed the paperwork and she got it on her merch and she has it on her website. So we'll take a look at that in a second. Quita says Kiki's shoe was never publicly available. Pages will be. Oh, okay. That's the difference. Makes sense. Kyra says, I was just going to say the same thing, Jay, saving. Yeah, I got to save. Because I got to get A1. I got to get the A1s. If I don't get nothing else, and I don't even buy shoes like that. It's been a long time since I've purchased some shoes that are over $100 because it's a long story. I just don't feel like paying that, but I will dig in my pocket for those. I think they said they're retailing for 120 or was it 140? I can't remember, but I'm saving now. Right now, okay. Right now, Nigeria and maybe Germany. MJ Lover says the shoes have a really good design. The price is exactly where it should be to see if you need to sell it more or less in the future. Okay, I got you, Quita. MJ Lover says logo is cool. I'm quite surely may change that up a bit in the future depending on how the shoe and merch sales go. Miss P says not my style, but I'm happy for the girls winning. Yeah, I'm not gonna get those. I'm not even gonna act like I would because I shoes are expensive, and like I said, I already got the ones that I want, and then I gotta save because I will be buying Angel shoe when it comes out, whenever that comes out as well. Just putting that out there. MJ Lover says, I'll be honest with you though, that logo could have been made on a free logo making site. Let me know if you need a logo and I will make it for you. Just so you can see the difference. Hey, MJ, I'm working on some stuff. I need to talk. I knew I need to talk to you about something. We'll talk later. I'll hit you up on Discord. Summer says I want Asia and Angel shoe, that part. But I hope they don't drop. Well, Angel hasn't even made an announcement yet, so I'm sure we'll get Asia shoe first. So I can get those shoes and I can save up for when Angel drops her shoe. So that should give me enough time to do that. Miss Peach says Nike charged too much for basic looking sneakers. Yeah, some of the, I've been buying shoes since back in the day, and I had almost every kind of Air Max, all the, we called them ones back then, but the Air Force Ones, the Jordans. The Jordans were the most expensive. The Nike Dunks wasn't that expensive. The Air Maxes weren't that expensive. The ones definitely weren't that expensive because that was like, I'm from Michigan, so that was like our regular shoe. It's like if you're buying the Reebok Classics, like that's just what you wore. You had a fresh pair of crisp white ones, and that's what you wore. So they weren't that expensive. Plus, I wore kids sizes, so the most I was paying was 54.11. That's how much it was when taxed, because the shoes were $49.99. $49.99. And if I was really trying to do something, I would probably have to pay $89.99, but it was no more than that back then. Now, the same kind of dunks I got right now that I've had for years and years and years, they're like over $100 and something dollars. So yeah, it's the markup is crazy, but also like the value. People are sneakerheads. They they collect, and that's what drives the prices up. April says CC dropped. Dropped what? Her shoe? I didn't hear anything about that. LL says, I like the logo. Got her jersey number and initials. I see the vision. Yeah, it's cute, right? Quita says, don't think Paige is going to the Valks. They won't have number one pick of the W. If the W does the same from when Atlanta joined, I have video in the work to explain this. There you go, y'all. There's a video in the works. Quita's going to drop a video to explain that part. I didn't think they would get the number one pick. I didn't think that's how that worked, especially when you're an expansion team. I know they have an expansion draft where they can pick certain players, but I didn't think they would get the number one pick. But check out Quita when she drops that video. Quita, also put in here real quick about if you're still doing your awards, what's the deadline for people to put their picks in? And then when are you going to have the award show? If you're still doing it, let me know. Miss Peach says, I saw CC shoe today. Not my style, but happy for her. Is it out? What does it look like? I didn't know it was out already. How is it out already? It just announced that she just had a shoe deal. Huh. I know she has a version, like a PE of some sort, but I don't know. I didn't know her shoe was actually out. But hey, okay, cool. MJ Lover says those shoes are similar to the Steph Curry mix with the old Rudy Gay shoes that he had about 5 or 10 years ago. Okay. RC says they look cool. CC was wearing her new shoe today during her practice. Okay. Check your DM. All right. I'll check it. They're cool, especially since they're the color of the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right. I'll check my DM. All right. Next up is speaking of shoes, Rickea Jackson is the first WNBA player to sign with Skechers. So it's so funny because I had just heard, I want to say it was Snoop Dogg, if I'm not mistaken, who has a deal with Skechers. And he was saying like, they literally like, you're in control of pretty much whatever you want it to be. Like they give you the reins, they let you choose and pick and do whatever. And it's not like, he just said it was a much better deal than the other companies that he's been around or whatever, or have shopped around. They are taking care of him. It's a really, really good deal. And I didn't even know he had shoes with Skechers, but I guess he does. But I heard him talking about it. And then now to see that Rickea has signed with Skechers, and this is the shoe that they're going to debut. This is not her shoe, but this is the shoe that they're going to debut in 2025. Her first Skechers campaign. This is just a campaign, but she is unveiling the new SKX Nexus basketball sneaker, which is set to, like I said, launch in 2025. Now see, I would rock those. I like me a nice, I mean, they said as basketball shoes, those look kind of like a running shoe to me, but I mean, I like that style. I don't like the basketball, like the mid or high top type of shoe. I like those low cut shoes. If I'm going to wear something like that, I don't mind Skechers. Like where my job is, I walk around a lot, and I need some comfortable shoes. So I will get some Skechers. And the only thing I don't like about Skechers is that they wear down too quick. Like, I guess maybe because I walk so much. I do about 13,000 steps a day. So they wear down real fast. But they are some comfortable shoes. I will say that. So I ain't opposed to having those Skechers. If Rickea drops her Skechers whenever they come out, they might be a little bit more affordable than some of the other shoes. I'll definitely support her and get a pair. Let me see. All RC says, Miss Peach, it was really interesting to see what Caitlin had to say earlier as fever practice resumed. Quita says, thanks, Jay. Watch the awards show. Tune in August 6th to see the fan submissions. So the submissions are done. Nobody else can submit anything. Is that what you're saying? The cutoff has already happened. Now it's just the show. Let me know. CC has Kobe PE. That's not her official shoe. That's what I thought. I thought she had a PE and not her shoe because they just announced that she had a shoe deal, and that takes a little time before they put the actual one out. MJ says, who were discussing this in another group, and we thought that these look very comfortable, and they are similar to the old ones and slip-on shoes, if you remember those for the rest of the day. I don't like the slip-ons. Actually, did I? You know what? I did have a pair of slip-ons. Actually, now that I think about it, I've had like 4 or 5 pair of Skechers. Like I said, I wear them for work, and I wear them out. Now I have some Nikes, but they hurt. I can't walk around in them all day. They don't feel as comfortable. Ella L says, I don't like Skechers, but I'll support my girl. Okay. Miss Peach says, oh, okay, Quita, thanks for the clarification. April says, thanks for the info about CC shoes. MJ Lover says, see, I knew I was close. Y'all. I just couldn't tell y'all the full information, but shout out to Quita for having the real info. MJ Lover says, what I'm worried about is a support on those shoes. She would definitely need to have some ankle tape wearing those shoes in the actual W game. Don't end up like Lonzo Ball. I'm just saying. Yeah, probably. Or she might have, I mean, that's the version they said that she's debuting, but maybe she'll have a different kind when she's playing. I don't know. Miss Peach says nothing. RC's talking to Miss Peach. Miss Peach says, I like those Skechers too. I need comfort for work. Yeah, girl, because these feet be going at it all day. MJ Lover says Skechers are a good cool down and walk around shoe for sure, but those shoes for basketball need more ankle support. Facts. They do. I like them because they're breathable, but they also ain't nothing protecting your toe. So if I'm walking and I run into something, it kills my feet. Just from first look. Skechers kind of gross me out. MJ Lover and J Spot. Why? What's wrong with Skechers? Quita says deadline for submissions is August 3rd at 11:59 p.m. Central. Send your written piece or video to, and y'all can see it down there, QuitaLoveSports@gmail.com. Subject line WNBA mid-season award submission. So what I'm talking about real quick, y'all, that are in here, Quita is doing an award show, mid-season award show. She wants you to submit who you would pick for like MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Most Improved Player, Sixth Woman or Sixth Person of the Year, those type of things. And then you submit why you're choosing that person. And then based off those things, she's going to have an award show. And I guess whoever submits the most, or if she's going to have a vote or whatever, but she's going to have a full award show. What she just said on, now you just said the date. August 6th. She will have the award show on August 6th. I wish I can pin it, but it won't let me do it. August 6th, and then the submission to submit is August 3rd, which is right around the corner, which is, what day is that? Is that Saturday, Sunday? Saturday at 11:59 p.m. If y'all want to submit, go ahead and do that before the deadline. All right. And the and one slip-ons. Okay. MJ Lover says, true, after Michael Jordan had his ankle injury, his game shoes had way more ankle support than the retail stores. Yeah, I think they might switch it up for game time. RC says, J Spot and MJ Lover, they look hideous in my humble. Okay. I think they're cute. But you probably don't think shoes are cute. I think they're cute. All right. Next, what's next on the docket? Now, we already kind of talked about the U.S. team, but we're going to talk about it some more. I'm going to pull up the box score. But USA beat Japan 102-76. And it's important The number that if they are winning or losing, the number is important because that determines the tiebreaker if there is a tie. Right now, US is sitting in number one because they have the biggest point difference at 26 so far. So they're doing great. We still got a lot of games to go though. But Chelsea Gray, 13 assists. I think she had 11 assists in the first 5 minutes she was in the game, somewhere around that. I will say, the speed at which Japan was going was kind of, I was a little concerned for Chelsea just because I know she has the injuries and stuff like that, but she was holding her own. What, Lloyd? You don't like them? I'm looking at the the comments. She was holding her own, but it was a couple of times where I'm like, they are too fast. Like she's gonna either get trapped or something, like she's not pushing the ball as fast as I think she needs to. But I mean, it's the point guard. She knows what she's doing, and she got the ball where it needed to go, and they ended up winning for sure. But I'm gonna pull up the box scores real quick, like, and now where can I hold on. I should have did this before I started this, but let me see. Let's see. Less women's basketball box score. All right. Let's share the screen so we can look at that. Before I do that, MJ said, I think they need to be a different color. They may be. I don't know if that's the exact shoe. I mean, it said that's the shoe, but I don't know. Maybe they might change up the colors. I'm not sure. MJ says, I like this meme with Magic at the bottom because I watched him when he was telling this story. Louis said, cute wear, J Spot. You don't think they're cute? I think they're a cute shoe. You don't like that? I think it's cute. I mean, I don't know about the green and the blue being together, but in some ways, I kind of like that because it's a little different. But that's just me. Miss Peach says, I was happy for Chelsea, but Japan was moving quick AF. Facts. RC says Chelsea was out there in a head scratcher. Chelsea out there is a head scratcher to me, but hey, if she can't do nothing else, she can pass. That part. MJ says Chelsea Gray is the catalyst of the offense. The offense runs so much smoother when the ball is in her hand versus Kelsey Plum. Y'all know that Kelsey Plum is my girl. Yeah, I mean, and it works the same way for the Aces. It's a little bit more chaotic when Kelsey is running the point, or when Chelsea is just not out there. Period. She does much more than just what you would think a normal point guard does. Like, it's not, she amazing passes, but her presence on that floor and her, making sure the things are being ran the way they're supposed to be ran is a lot. And she has a really, really huge basketball IQ. So, I mean, she's very valuable. I was just concerned about, like, I just felt like Japan was like trying to trap her a lot. And she wasn't making it up the floor as fast as she needed to be able to not get trapped. But like I said, they won. J Spot, that looks like the shoe I can buy for $35 on sale at department store. Hey, I'll buy them. If they're $35, that's even better for my pockets. Give them to me. MJ says speed against our team is not going to be a problem because Chelsea's a little bit slower. Just because we have two GOATs in front court, they're going to be able to race any mistakes that she has. Right. That's what I mean. Like, we're still able to do it. So I wasn't that concerned. That was just saying, if there was any concern, it was that. But I'm not overly concerned about it. RC says MJ love or fall back. The Kelsey Plum praise. She might. Oh, here y'all go. E-Ray, sorry, I was doing a voice text and I'm doing laundry and cleaning up. It's all good. All right, let's look at these box scores real quick. because everybody on the U.S. scored, which was dope. That means everybody played. Everybody had a chance. Kalia Copper got hurt in the very soon as she got in the game. She got hurt. I don't know if it was a knee to the ribs or knee to the stomach or knee to the groin. Something that happened where she went down. We didn't think she was going to make it back in, but she did end up getting back in the game. I'll try to make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. So if you can see this up here, as far as the quarters go, US really outscored them every single quarter, 22-15, 28-24, 29-18, 23-19. That second quarter is when, Japan was turning up. We ain't had no defense, and we really didn't have no defense for that 3 period. Even when Brittany Griner came out there and tried to put a hand in face like that, they did not care. They shot that ball over her like she was 2 feet tall. It didn't even matter. So looking at, they won't let me filter it. Okay, Collier, Nafisa. So their starters were Nafisa Collier, Stewie, Asia, Chelsea, and DT. And of the starters, it was Stuja all day long. Asia had 24 points. She had 4 blocks, 4 assists, 13 rebounds. She was 10 for 16 from the field. She did try to shoot a 3. It didn't go down. And then we have Stewie, 22 points. She had 3 blocks, 3 assists, 8 rebounds, and also tried to hit a 3. Didn't hit it, but she was 11 for 15 on the field. Both of them played 26 minutes, exactly 26 minutes. Coach Reeve knows what to do. Keep them in the game as long as you can. I think Asia went out. It was one play, one time in the game where Asia went out, and what is that when Kalia got hurt? Something happened, but she barely got to sit on the bench, and they put her right back in the game. They're like, nope, get back in the game. Nafisa had 4 points, 1 block, 2 rebounds. Gray, Chelsea only had 2 points, but she had 2 steals. She had 13 assists. She didn't have the great shooting day, but 13 assists, that's, that got the job done for her. Tarasi had 2 points also, 1 steal and 1 assist, 3 rebounds in the game. Now, as far as the bench goes, like I said, every single person got in the game. Everybody scored. Alyssa Thomas had 2 points. She missed 2 open layups that I was like, come on, AT. You got to make those. Come on now. But she had 2 points. She had 1 assist, 6 rebounds. Brittany Griner had 11 points, 1 block, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. Sabrina, she was lighting them up at the end. She was that's what was taking us over the top because she got hot and just started hitting threes. She had 11 points. What is that? 1 steal, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. She did hit 3 threes. Jackie Young, Jack had 7 points, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 assist, 1 rebound. She had a full stat line. Kalia Copper had 4 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 rebounds. Like I said, she did get banged up sometime right when she got in the game, and she stayed out for a while. And then Jewel Lloyd had 2 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. And yeah, that was it. She tried to hit some threes. She was 0 for 3. So what did y'all think about that game? Maziaki. Did I say that right? Maziaki. That was the one. Maziaki and Yamamoto. Jeff, let's see if we can get one of them in Chicago. Let's see if we can do that. That would be great. That'd be great if we can get that done. Let's see. Where did I leave off? We still talking about Skechers. Skechers prices have gone up too. It was an inevitable inflation price of materials. Yeah. Miss Peach says, I'll call Skechers Sykes. They sure did go up. Also, New Balances went up too. Yeah, everything went up. Everything has gone up. MJ Lover says, Copper took a big hit in the first half, had to go out of the game. Which players do you think should be on the team that would be able to take that hit without being out for the rest of the Olympics? Yeah, she took a licking and kept on ticking. That last post from me might be a jumble. Sorry again. It's all good. I got some red Skechers right now. They're walking around. They match my Miami Heat jersey and my Portland Trailblazers jersey. Great walk around shoes. Yeah, I like Skechers. I don't have nothing against Skechers. Miss Peach says yes, New Balance are my fave, and they definitely went up too. I heard I've never had New Balance. I heard that they are comfortable. They're kind of cute though. MJ Lover says, I'm just trying to figure out why people were worried about Japan being as close as it was in the first half. It's like they never watched USA team playing in Olympics before, just saying. Yeah, it always takes a little adjustment, especially for our team. Just watching them in the exhibition games, it just takes them a while to get started. And once they get started, then it's a wrap. Now, if they're still close and it's in the fourth quarter, then we gotta look at that. But yeah, we got to let them, we know they're probably going to have a little slower start, at least for right now. Ella L says, Jewel's been playing bad lately. Yeah, I kind of noticed that a little bit too. Shots just weren't falling down. MJ says, I had some James Worthy New Balance basketball shoes back in like 83 or 84. They tore up within 3 weeks of having them. I was so mad about that. RC says, J Spot, I was looking for you on Discord and I found you Twitter. We already following each other. Yeah, we are. I was saying I was trying to send you a message, like a DM, but I couldn't find you for whatever reason. I had to delete my Twitter. Why does it keep doing that? I had to delete my Twitter and reinstall it. So all the stuff that it remembers is gone. So usually I can just type in someone's first couple of letters and then their names come up. I don't remember what your name was on Twitter, so I couldn't find you. MJ Lover says, I don't know what's going on with Jewel. I'm not sure if it's just a lack of minutes because she has a rhythm. She's a rhythm player, so that may be it. Maybe. RC says, J Spot, 2-for-1 question. Do you like Penny Hardaway? And do you wish Enrique was on Team USA? I liked Penny Hardaway when he was playing. I liked him. I remember that little doll that they had on all the commercials, Lil Penny. Plus he was kind of cute to me. And do I wish Enrique was on Team USA? It wouldn't hurt. I mean, I just feel like those who are on the team made it for a reason. And I don't necessarily want to switch anybody out. Like they're there. There's nothing we can do about it. I think Enrique would have been great to be on the team. I'm not sure why. I know there's political stuff going on as to why she hasn't made it the past couple of times. But I also feel, for me personally, I feel like Enrique, when she gets hot, she's not passing the ball. And if she starts to not get hot, she's still not passing the ball too much. And I don't know how much a detriment that would be to the team. So I don't know. I think she would be good, but it's too many times that I see her. She just seems like it's hard for her to pass the ball sometimes. So is she a great player? Yes. When she's hot, is she amazing? Yes. We saw it at All-Star. We see it in Dallas. But I think for a team morale, I'm not really sure. I'm not saying that's the reason why she wasn't on there, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not taking anybody else off to put her on, but yeah, it would have been nice to see her there. MJ says, talking to Donovan. Kyra says, I wish Enrique was on the 3x3 because what was today about? Yeah, now that would be dope. I think she could play that very well. She's fast-paced enough. She can just shoot from literally anywhere. I think that would have been a good idea. Because, yeah, it just looked a little disjointed. It looked a little disjointed to me watching that. Miss Peach says, I was just thinking Aces Liberty players are going to be exhausted in the beginning of the second half of the season. They have multiple players in the Olympics. Yeah, it just depends on the minutes that they play. Like, obviously, I guess Asia and Stewie are going to be the main ones getting a lot of the minutes if they keep playing the way that they're playing. But Jackie's not being played that much. Jackie and Kelsey don't get tired, so I'm not worried about them. They're machines. Like Jackie, like last year, both of them were playing 40 minutes and just not tired. Jackie went to go lift weights after those games, and that was during like playoffs and like getting ready for the playoffs. So I'm not concerned about Kelsey or Jackie being tired. Chelsea, I think her minutes are going to be limited. Like she's not going to be playing as much in the Olympics. So really the only one that is probably maybe like tired, maybe Asia, but I also think she's in really good condition. She knew what she was going into. This is not her first time being in the Olympics. So I think she knew or knows what to do to keep herself right so she can come back and be a major factor. But yeah, I mean, I think it's an idea that yeah, they can be tired. Same thing with Stewie. Sabrina's not playing as much as Stewie, but same thing. AT is not playing as much. But yeah, we shall see how it affects or if it affects the teams when they come back. RC says J Spot, Donovan, MJ Lover. The bench players have less chances to get in the rhythm. Excuse me, unless they come in hot shooting. It's kind of like all-star game reserves. MJ says Arike is pure shooting guard. So if you're going to have Chelsea Gray and Kelsey Plum pass her the ball off screens and kind of let her go do her thing against mismatches, great. Donovan says that's a good comparison, but do they need Jewel as a defender and a third scorer when KP and Sabrina aren't hitting? MJ says a 3x3 would have been fine if Howard could have made more than one basket. What the hell was that about? Yeah, I saw her throwing up a lot of bricks. Maybe she's getting she is coming off an injury, so maybe she's still trying to find her flow. MJ says to Donovan, her defense is wildly underrated. She could be in there with Jackie Young, too, for defensive purposes. And they're former teammates, so that would be cool to see them playing again. I wanted to see Camilla. Is it CamillaCardoso.com? So y'all can see her logo. It took me to her Instagram. All right, here is Camilla's. Let me remove that. Stop sharing. We're going to look at Camilla's logo. All right. You can see it in the top right here, but it's on her this. So the logo is pretty cool because the dude who made it said, so it's the 1 and the 0, right, for her number 10. It's also the K and the C for her name. If you turn it sideways where the 1 is up, this little negative space here represents Brazil. Because if y'all see, I don't know what they call them, but they're little, I don't know if they're holy figures or whatever, but I don't know what you call them because I ain't been in Brazil. But those angels or holy figures or whatever, that's the shape of them there. And it was one more thing. If you leave it that way, there's an S for her other name, which is, I think it's Suarez or Soros or something like that. Which is I think it's her mom's maiden name or something like that. Silva. No, because she has Silva on there, but she has another name too, from her mom. But whatever it is, that's what that S is. If I can find it on the guy who did it on Twitter explained all that. But that's pretty cool, right? Like the 10, the KC, the Brazilian figure, and then an S for her last name. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see what y'all are saying. Kelsey Plum not getting an opportunity to go off either. Lesser opportunities mean Norma C. LL says HBL being the leading scorer is crazy. RC says Haley Van Taco Bell. Oh, goodness. MJ Lover says, to be honest, 3 versus 3 is HBL's strong suit. She really knows how to play in that type of game setting. It's weird, but she makes it work. Kyra says, oh, okay, I get all that when you explain it like that. RC says, salute to Kyra. And Miss Peach says, now that you've explained it, yes. So y'all saying before I explained it, y'all didn't like it? Y'all didn't get it? Okay, what is going on with this thing? I'm gonna see, because I know the S thing is something too. See if I can find it. Because I am gonna buy the merch. I got to get something from Camilla's site. So let me see. I don't know if he's verified or not, but I gave him a shout out because I thought that was dope. If I can find it, because it's pretty cool how he explained it, but he may not be verified. Hold on, y'all. Speaking of, if y'all follow me on Twitter, I'm gonna need y'all to shout out the DJ that's supposed to be getting me my Barbie sound bite I've been asking for. He keeps telling me he's gonna get it for me, and then I don't hear from him. And then he'll come back and like, oh no, I'm gonna get it for you. I'm gonna tweet at him a little later. So if y'all see it, just retweet it for me. Because I need to get that sound bite. I need to get that. It's the Barbie. I need to get that. I need to get that sound bite for my show. I don't see it now. Oh well. I don't see it. Because I wanted to show y'all because I think it's pretty dope. And I just want to make sure I hit all the points because he really put some thought into it. So for him to do all that and then for her to see it and then, sign him or, give him the credit and make it into something that she's selling. Now he gets a percentage of that or whatever, or he gets a license or whatever because he created that. It's pretty dope. But nah, I can't find it right now. I'll post it on my community tab once I find it, and y'all can see what that looks like. I know it, but I don't like it. What you talking about? You don't like what? You don't like the logo either? Or are you talking about something else? Miss Peach says it was basic to me. Now it has more meaning. Okay. Nope, I sure did not. MJ Lover says there's just a lot of artists that have a lot of different ways to interpret their artwork. Not everybody gets it, even if you stare at it for an hour. MJ Lover says, I hope HBL goes to your Washington Mystics. Kyra says the drive to the basket, stop and fade away Haley was doing today was a dud. God, y'all be dragging her. Terrible decision made in that game. Not just by her, though. MJ says, I could have made Casey's logo in about 5 to 10 minutes, too. Casey who? And I'm not even a graphic designer. I just know there's websites out there that can make logos like that. I just marked up 3 or 4 for you just a minute ago, J-Spot. All right, let me see them. RC says, J-Spot, I'm almost done watching the Shamiko Holscall podcast interview. I think it's 49 minutes long. Oh, where are you watching that at? Link me. Miss Peach, what's the DJ's name? I gotta find him. Once I tweet him out, because I was just talking to him. His name is, because he posted a video about Angel with that thing in it, and I was like, "Oh, is that my soundbite I was supposed to get?" And he was like, "Oh, I can get you a clearer one." And I said, "Do you want my email?" And then he just never, he never answered me. Yeah, I don't know if I can find it. I get so many. I mean, not to say I get so many messages, but it's, y'all know, if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all know I be going ham on Twitter, so I get a lot of notifications. Oh, I just saw that one too. I can't remember his name right now. He posted an Angel edit with it in, and I retweeted it, but now I can't find it. I can't find it now, y'all. I can't. Did he mention me? He did mention me. Let me see. Yeah, of course I'm not going to be able to find it right now. Yeah, I can't find it right now. Once I get the DJ's name, I'll let y'all know. If y'all follow me on Twitter, like I said, I'll tweet it out and y'all can just help me retweet it. The S is for Suarez for her middle name. Oh, look at Summer coming through. Thank you. There's a 2 for her being a 2 and a S. 2 for her being NCAA champ. Summer, if you can find his post, can you put it in the group chat for me, in the Twitter group chat, and then I can show them, because I can't find it anymore. MJ Lover says, "I'm just going to tell you straight up, J Spot, I did not put a whole lot of thought into your logo that I mocked up, but it should give you some good ideas." Okay. MJ, hey J Spot, do you have an official slogan? My slogan is just, I don't know if I have a slogan. I always say, "Hey yo, what is up, everybody? What is going on? It's your girl Jay. Welcome to my channel." But it's probably the "Hey yo, what is up, everybody?" Something like that. Let me see what else I got on here. Is that it? That was it. Oh, I've been on here over an hour, y'all. Zah, what is up? Zah said they made it. Summer sent it to me because I'm gonna let y'all see it. But dude did put a lot of thought into it. There we go. And I think it's worth Summer, what's that DJ's name? Because you know who I'm talking about, the one who's supposed to be giving me my soundbite for It's the Barbie. And he ain't give it to me yet. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again so y'all can see this. All right. Wait. Make sure my business ain't out there. Okay. Here it is. So you can see, like I said, it's the 1 and the 0 for her 10, her number, her jersey number. K for Camilla, C for Cardoso. The logo is sheared 10 degrees to the right. I guess that's just like the way it's looking. When the logo is turned sideways, 2 for being a 2-time NCAA champion. S is for Suarez, her middle name. And in the negative space is the Christ, the Redeemer shape, as a tribute to her Brazilian heritage. Now, he just did this as a mock-up. It wasn't something he was like professionally doing. He was just saying, I think I came up with a dope logo for Camilla. She saw it and she is that's her thing now. She has it on her website and that's what she wanted to go with. So shout out to him. His name is Clement W. And he does a lot. He says he does a lot of logos and stuff for other people. So I don't know if he uses the not my stuff in all out. If he uses if he uses the what do you call it? A logo maker. I don't know if he uses a logo maker or he just does his thing or whatever. But yeah, that was that. All right. Let's see what else. SD Redwell. That's the DJ's name. SD Redwell. Yeah. He's supposed to be giving me my official It's the Barbie sound so I can annoy everybody every single time when I hit the button and it says It's the Barbie, and I've been waiting for it. If he doesn't give it to me, I'm just going to pull it off. I was watching the game the other day and I heard it very clearly. I'll just pull it off of that and I'll enhance it. I got a little editing program that I use for my podcast, so I'll figure it out and I'll just make it myself. Zah says, do you think these are the best USA jerseys? The best? I mean, they're okay. I mean, I like them. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of red. But I like them. I think they're nice looking on them. I mean, they look clean. I like the way they're kind of like just clean cut and it's just what it is. USA, it's a jersey. Let's go. Let's play. So I'm not mad at it. Zah says out of all the ones since 96. Well, the 96 ones I'm partial to because that is what got me into watching women's basketball. The Lisa Leslies, the Don Staleys, the Cheryl Swoops in those jerseys. So that's what's ingrained in my head forever when I think about women's basketball. But I like the simplisticness, if that's a word, of these new jerseys. So if I had a favorite, it's always going to be the 96 team jerseys, but I'm not that mad at these. MJ Love says, okay, that is more understandable. However, I bet that I could throw spaghetti sauce up against a wall and make something mean something too. Oh my God, MJ, quit being a hater. Quit being a hater. That man drew that up and Camilla liked it. And now she's selling it. Leave that man alone. Quit trying to crush that man's dreams. If he's making money off of being a logo maker, I'm in the wrong business. Oh my God, MJ. Yeah, I was just going to say that J Spot just recorded off the telecast and enhance it. Yeah, but if he has if it's his, so if he has the clean, crisp version, of course I want that one. But until I can get that one, I'm just going to pull it off of TV because right now, like even when I went to the game, it was so loud in there. I was trying to record it, but I'm hearing crowds cheering and people clapping and babies crying and all that other stuff in between me trying to record that. And then on TV, it's the same thing. It's just a crowd, clapping. I would just like the regular soundbite. I do the same thing from my phone. I just take clips from TV, different TV radio songs, clips, and use it as a ringtone or an alarm. He's laughing. Hey, Chad, tell me I'm wrong. If I sent you guys 2 websites where you can make your own logos, you could make something better than what she settled on. I'm not reading no more of your comments about Camilla's logo, MJ. No more. I'm not reading no more of your comments as it pertains to that. What else? I think there was one more thing I was gonna cover. And I don't know if I wanted y'all, there's some discourse going online about this particular clip that Cheryl Swoops had said. Let me bring my messages down because I don't need y'all in my DMs before I go back to sharing my screen. I think y'all can hear this. Those of you that are in here, if y'all are in here, go ahead and give me the likes. I know I haven't asked for that. Give me the likes, give me the thumbs up. That helps me stay on the algorithm. That helps me that helps other people find me, and they can come chat with us and hang out, and I can continue to grow my following and all that good stuff. So please, please, please give me a like. And if you already done that and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, that would be amazing. So let's play this clip real quick. I hope y'all can hear it and tell me what y'all think about what she said. Now, understand that this is a clip. This is a small piece of what a bigger conversation was had. So we got to understand that sometimes we react to the little bit that we hear and we don't hear the whole story. But we're going to listen to the clip and then y'all tell me what y'all think. It's already playing now, but I'm going to bring it up.
I don't know if Chicago's in the playoffs right now without Angel. Right?
Yeah.
Is Indiana excuse me, is Indiana in the playoffs right now without Caitlin? I don't
know. Last year, no.
Well, but they were close, right? But when you look at the overall team, like the pieces that they have, without question, Indiana has better players than Chicago from top to bottom. I don't know if Chicago's in the playoffs right now without Angel.
I'm letting it play one more time.
Right?
Yeah.
Is Indiana excuse me, is Indiana in the playoffs right now without Caitlin? I don't
know. Last year, no.
Well, but they were close, right? But when you look at the overall team, like the pieces that they have, without question, Indiana has better players than Chicago from top to bottom. I don't know if Chicago's in the playoffs right now without.
All right. If y'all heard that, tell me what y'all think. I'm going to give my opinion, but tell me what y'all think. Cheryl Swoops said that she feels like if Angel was not on Chicago, Chicago definitely wouldn't make the playoffs. If CeCe wasn't on Indiana, Indiana could still make the playoffs. And I think it was a bigger conversation. It was a bigger conversation as to why she was choosing Angel as Rookie of the Year over CeCe. Because I didn't watch it or I didn't listen to it yet, so I didn't get the whole story, but it's a lot of discourse going on online about it. But that was one of the reasons why she chose Angel versus CeCe, because she feels like Angel's team definitely would not see the success they are seeing or would make it far without her being on it, versus if CeCe wasn't on Indiana, she feels like there's enough pieces on Indiana for them to still be successful. And people are really, really mad at her. The stands are very mad at her. They're still calling her a hater. They're saying that, CeCe lives rent free in her mind and why is she always hating and blah, 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 blah. And they're trying to come for her. And I mean, honestly, she's a Hall of Famer. She was there in the beginning of the WNBA. You can say what you want about Cheryl Swoops, but you can't say she's not a player. She's not a baller. She's not a legend. But in the big scheme of things, I'm going to see what y'all had to say real quick, and then I'm going to give my opinion. But it looks like we might be on the same page on it. April says Chicago was in the playoffs last year without Angel. LOL. LOL says, I agree with her. I'm assuming you agree with Cheryl. BBG2K says, hey, I agree with her. Miss Peach says, I saw the clips. It's her opinion. Fans got to relax. Summer says, she said what she said. MJ Lover says, I see no lies detected. Kyra says, I can see that. Zah says, of course, Indy has more all-stars. LL says, Chicago's in the playoff last season because they had Ka and them. If we talking this year, no, they will not. Zah says, Indy has 4 all-star caliber players. Chicago has 2. Miss Peach says to April, different team last year, only 3 bench players returned. MJ Lover says Angel Roy Reese makes up for a lot of mistakes that happen on offense, especially the missed shots from certain players that used to be on the team. You full of shots today. I see you full of shots today, MJ. April says CC wasn't on the team last year and Indiana wasn't in the playoffs. Kyra says Cheryl gives 0 Fs. What these people think about her, clearly that woman going to speak her mind. Go off, queen. RC says, here we go. RC says J Spot, she's reaching in a sense. She keeps trying to tie them together and everything. I think she was just talking about how she would pick rookie of the year. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I think that's what the question was to her. Who is her rookie of the year and why? MJ says, you are not messing around. You showed this skip my last logo making comment, didn't you? I hear you though. I deserve that. I told you I wasn't showing no more of your logo comments. April says Swoop's just mad CC broke her record. Okay. What record? What record did she break? Miss Peach says when Angel goes to the bench, things seem to fall apart. RC says, I mean, look, here's my thing. People tell us to stop comparisons. And when we do, the media starts back up cooking Reese and Clark topics. Like, come on. I agree with you, RC, but I think it's not going to stop for the rest of the season because they are the top 2 rookies. And you can probably throw in Rakia in there too, because she's been cooking lately. But those 2, they are going to just keep talking about them in comparison because honestly, you can't compare them straight up because they're 2 different positions. They play 2 different kind of games. So you can't really straight up compare them. So people are pulling from different ways to justify why they would choose them for rookie of the year. I think that conversation is not going to go away because those are the top 2 rookies right now. So we're going to hear about it until the end of the season. And probably still going to hear about it next season. MJ Lover says, yep, it was a rookie of the year conversation in context. Miss Peach says, we got to let her have her opinion. They don't have to agree. Kyra says, when speaking about rookie of the year, you have to compare the 2. MJ Lover says, well, CC didn't break one record that Swoops has, a championship. So here's what I think. Here's what I think about the thing that Cheryl said. So I know people are very sensitive when it comes to people speaking on CC. I think they're very sensitive, especially when it comes from Cheryl Swoops. I said something similar to that, and I just didn't word it in that way. When I had made this comment about pretty much Indiana having a better team than Chicago, it was a sense of when they were trying to say in the media not too long ago that they would choose. They kept alluding to choosing the rookie of the year based off who made it into the playoffs, which didn't make sense to me because you can't, like, how many rookies teams, if they're like the main thing on their team, how many of those teams actually made it to the playoffs? Not a lot of them. And even if they did, they didn't go far. So that didn't really make a difference. And a lot of the rookie-led teams end up getting the number 1 pick the very next year because they're not very good teams. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, I don't think you should say, oh, I'm going to give it to Angel over CC because they made it in the playoffs, or I'm going to give it to CC over Angel because her team made it into the playoffs. Because at this point, both of them are in the playoffs if we really want to look at it. So now what are you going to do? Right? So I didn't like that comparison. And so I was just saying that, how do I get this? Stop sharing. Okay. I was just saying, like, you got to look at the teams. There's a possibility. This is before both of them were in the playoffs, in the playoffs going into mid-season. You got to look at the teams. Chicago is freshly built. Like someone was just saying, they had 3 players return from Chicago from last year. That's it. And one of those players is not even on the team anymore. Your main people are 2 rookies and a 3rd-year player. That's it. The experience level on that team since E Will went out, I think they said, because she has 10 years in the game, I think they said it was an average of 3 years. So the experience level of that team is 3 years old. You got players that are coming back from injury. You got players who haven't been in the league. You have 2 brand new players and rookies. And you got players brand new to the team trying to gel together. That's a whole thing that they're trying to work out. And the fact that they're number 8 and was number 7 at one point is an amazing thing. The fact that they can defeat all those odds with a brand new coach, a brand new executive team, and a brand new team led by rookies, for the most part, in a sense, right? Like, that's a big thing. So for them to be number 7 or be number 8 and not be number 12, which is what they thought they were going to be, like the media thought Chicago was going to be, is an amazing thing. But there's still a work in progress. That's a lot to produce, right? Then you look at Indiana, who has, was it Kelsey Mitchell? She ain't no scrub. You got Nalissa and Aaliyah, who were playing together. I mean, most of the team was playing together last year. You have a 2-year coach who was their coach last year. They already have a system in place. You have Aaliyah Boston, who was rookie of the year last year. And yeah, their team sucked last year. They didn't make it into the playoffs, but they've had time to work together and gel and figure things out. And their biggest thing was, how are they going to fit Cece into that? And once they started figuring that out, and they are still figuring it out, that potential was there. But I think in a sense what Cheryl was saying is that there's more pieces put together in Indiana with the people that they have. If you were to take Cece out, not to saying that they would just like be leaps and bounds better without Cece. I don't think she was saying that or alluding to that. But what she's saying is, if you take Angel out, if you took Angel and Camilla out, it's a wrap. But if you took Angel out, I don't see the team doing as well, because y'all just said, if she's not in the games, things kind of fall apart. And if we're gonna be real honest, they ignore Camilla a whole lot. Like, when they could be passing it to the paint, they're not doing it. But hopefully, we got some new people on the team. Things are shifting. That might change, but that's besides the point. The point is, Chicago is a building block right now. So if you take those important pieces out, like an Angel Reese, they probably won't do as well, versus if you take Cece out and you already have a system together, the chances are they might do better than what Chicago is. And that's the point. That's the point that I agree with and I get. So as far as everybody else kind of being sensitive to that, I don't think it was it came out, maybe you would think it came out like a dig. I guess if you're a CC fan and you're like, God, why is she still talking about CC again? What do you mean they're not going to make it in the playoffs without her, or whatever, or they would still make it in the playoffs without her? That's stupid. They didn't make it last year, whatever. But I just think the makeup of the teams, there's a better chance with that makeup of the team of Indiana minus CC. That's still a good team, versus if you took Angel out of Chicago, it would be a struggle. It would be a real struggle for them to make it. And that's the point that I agree with. Let me see. Let me go back to where y'all were at, because it looks like some people agree with me and some don't agree with me. It says, RC says, Jay, she didn't answer the rookie of the year. She answered the Fever aren't better than the Sky and took a slight shot at CC. Swoopsy's a Hall of Famer. Let her do her. But that's what I'm saying. That's how she saw to kind of compare the two, because you can't compare a point guard to a power forward. They don't play the same. They don't do the same thing. Angel is way better at defense than CC is, and CC was better at offense, right? She's a point guard, so she's gonna have more assists than what Angel will have, and Angel has more rebounds than she has. So they kind of flush each other out on that part. So again, I think that was the way she can compare, is to say, let's look at what they mean on their teams in a way. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to agree. I just don't see it as her taking a dig, but I know some people will see that. J-Spot, nuh-uh. Okay. April says if Reese was white, CC would get her vote. CC would get her vote. What do you mean? If Reese was white, you're saying the comparison wouldn't be there and everything would just go to CC anyway because it wouldn't be a big deal about Reese? That's what you're saying? RC says, you hammering Big Mama Swoops, ain't you? MJ Lover says, I believe CC should be allowed to breathe and have some grace to figure her career out in the W, however fans won't let her. I agree with that. Fever had a chance to move up to 6, though, according to has a chance to move up to 6 according to the remaining games. Yeah, I heard they have a really doable end of the year with the rest of their schedule. I'm not sure. Chicago, we have to play Phoenix. We got to play the Aces again twice. Yeah, 2 more times. We're done with New York. We're done with Seattle. Nope, we got Connecticut is our last game. So Chicago got an uphill battle. Zah says, if you're not saying CC winning Rookie of the Year, anything else is hate speech. And I believe that. I think that's what people also think, yes. RC says she tired as hell mentally, but she acting like she's okay. She's trying to be okay, but she's got to be drained from all the fans, media, and more. Wody Mac, what up, what up? The Sky have a tougher schedule left and may be fighting to stay at 8. True that. That is true. MJ Lover says, good point. People think championships and dynasty grow on trees nowadays when they are on NBA 2K trying to earn points, building their players up over several seasons. Wody Mac says, well, if the talk is CC not Rookie of the Year, to make a case for a defender and rebounder being more important seems like blatant bias when scoring always trumps defense and awards. Maybe, but I don't think we should down. I think the issue is we downplay defense a lot, and offense sells tickets, defense wins games, and I think a lot of people are looking at that as well. And more CC is definitely media savvy and maybe media trained from her first few years at Iowa. She's definitely a G for that. RC says, Cheryl, just say you hate white specific skinny people family that look like Steve Nash. I don't believe that. I'm not gonna put that on her. I don't think she hates her because I know you might be joking, but people won't look at that as a joke. I don't think she hates the girl because she's white and skinny and looks like Steve Nash. Zah says if you work for ESPN, you have to say CC winning it or both of them. Bree Wayne, what up? What up? What up? LOL. I keep saying LOL. LOL says right. Kyra says you wildin'. I think you taking it too personally. MJ Lover says J Spot gave me a yellow card for some of my earlier comments. I did. I gotta put you on a 2-minute timeout. Wody Mac says, and the Fever team hasn't changed much. They have the same coach and only won 13 games total last year. They wouldn't be better. I think that's not 100% true. I think they've had time to work together. It's the same team. They don't have the issue with gelling together. They don't have the issue of having a brand new coach. They know the schemes. They know the plays. They know what their coach is going to draw up. They have that they've been battle tested. They've had time to practice. They had preseason last year, all of last season, preseason this year, half of this season. So I think they have a head start on what Chicago is having to do right now. That's what I mean by that. Or that's what I mean by that. I don't know. I'm not speaking for Cheryl. Caitlin, look, okay. I'm not again. Okay. You're no more comments from you, RC, about that. I'm not bringing anyone else up. RC is just saying how far he can take it. Wody Mac says Fever never won more than 5 on average in the 7 years with Kelsey Mitchell, and that is the important point. Possibly, but I do think experience still beats inexperience, and I still think they would have a chance. I'm not saying they would dominate. They might be holding on to the 8th spot by the hairs on their chinny chin chin, just like Chicago was last season. Like they barely made number 8 and then they got swept. So it wasn't like they came in dominating. They barely made it based off some people losing and some other people winning. They got into the 8th spot and then the Aces swept them. RC says, I probably did leap off the cliff with that one skateboard and all. He about to get a yellow. Yeah, he got a yellow card. If I see another one, I'm not pulling it up. The Fever were never a playoff team for 7 years, so it's a stretch. Possibly. I mean, I still stand on what I'm saying. I think I have a valid point. Kelsey Milcher was 5.5 assists per game last year, but all we know, she's a shooting guard at heart. MJ says if Reese was white, she would have gotten a Wilson basketball endorsement. Right. And we might have gotten a ticker for her getting her 34 double-doubles not last season, but the season before last. Maybe ESPN would have been paying attention to her. I don't know. Miss Peach says Chicago's ahead of what people thought, and Angel was playing better than what the media thought. That part, totally. MJ says, on a side note, why is Coco Gauff pulling the umpire's card for bad calls? She would not let them slide doing a bad job, and I'm here for it. Yeah, I was saying I didn't know what happened because I was at work. I didn't get to see what happened with Coco. But I'm mad that I guess it was a bad call, and she got into it with the umpire, and then they kicked her out or something like that. What's up? Not for the week. Thank you for coming. Didn't I say I wasn't going to pick no more? I need to stop. I said I wasn't going to pick no more of your comments right now. You're on a timeout. Waldy Max says, I looked at the remaining schedule for Sky. Out of them 16 games, they could potentially win 7 to 8 out of 16. Yeah, I was looking at that too. The Sky, for me, the Sky is like they beat themselves a lot of times. Like they hang with these teams. It's just something along the third quarter, and then sometimes in the fourth quarter where they're playing catch up, or they can't quite hold on, or defense falls apart where they lose it. So I have the faith in them that they can, if they're playing a team more than once, they can pick up one of those wins for sure. They beat the Aces right before the break. They got to play them 2 more times. The Aces usually turn up after the season, so I'm not sure if they can get another one, but I won't put it past them that they couldn't, especially maybe if these 2 new guards are some help with like the shooting and the passing in the inside and being able to make passes to the post. I think they can get one from Phoenix for sure. Who do we have? We got Connecticut again. I think that last game they can beat Connecticut. They've been close every single time. I think they can take one with Connecticut. So hopefully, my hope was for them to at least get a better schedule. I mean, a better record than they did last year. Last year they were 18-22. So at least 19 wins. I would love for them to have 20 or 21 wins. If they can end the season having a winning record, that would like beat and meet all the expectations for that team, because no one would think they could do that. So that means, how many wins do they have right now? They may not make that, but maybe. We'll see. At least get 19 wins. If they can get 19 wins, that's a start. April says, so basically what is being said is Indiana will make a playoffs and not Chicago. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I think both of them can make the playoffs. I mean, both of them right now are in the playoffs if it were to end today. Hey, Glow. What's up? What's up? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Not for the week says CC fans put a lot of pressure on her before she even made it to the WNBA. They came in hateful and nasty about the league, and the players wanting everyone to bow down to her. It's all their fault. I agree with you. Let me read it first, RC, before I put it on the screen. Because I don't know about you sometimes. You absolutely nailed it. April says you better hope Asia and them have tired legs. I mean, look, I'm a Scaces fan over here. I'm Aces and the Sky. I don't know. I mean, I felt good about Chicago when they won against the Aces because I want them to have more wins against plus 500 teams. Because I don't know, it just means a little bit more to me when you can beat some of the top competition. But we'll see. We'll see. I feel like this next game, the Aces may burn through the sky because they didn't like that they lost. I think we have an opportunity on September 3rd. That's their last meeting that we might be able to grab another one, but we'll see. Asia gonna hoop. I don't know about the rest of them when they get back. Yeah, Asia's good. And I know Kelsey's been in a slump. But as far as conditioning, like I said, Jackie and Kelsey are two of the most conditioned players in the league. They just don't get tired. So we'll see what happens. April says, remember when Chicago had a 500 record and won a championship 16-16. That part. That's what makes me believe that they can. I'm not saying they'll win the championship this season, but I believe that if they keep going, like they can win a championship within the next at least 3 years. All right. USA men's basketball is tomorrow versus South Sudan. Do y'all drink coffee? If so, what's your go-to brand? I prefer Bustelo. I don't drink coffee. J-Spot, did you see Gustafson playing like Jordan for Spain? I saw that. I'm like, Meg, where's that at when we need it? They've been holding out. Like these players that's playing for different countries that play for the W, they've been holding out this whole season so they can try to get a goal for their country that they're playing for. And I don't like it. Meg, you better come back here balling, ma'am. I need to see some of that same action when you get back on the Aces floor. Won't do that for the Aces. That part. I'm supposed to start drinking coffee. That girl been sandbagging. I know. Like, where has that been at? We definitely needed that a couple of times when we were losing to some of the teams we shouldn't have been losing to. Like, come on. MG thinking she MJ. All right, y'all. This was cool. We had a nice little chat. It's 24 of y'all here. Give me the likes, give me the shares, give me the comments. If y'all want to bless the platform, you can hit my Cash App at $jspotnetwork. I can always use, the little trinkets to help my show continue on and grow. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all check out some more of the Olympics. I will be back next Tuesday. I'm going to do the deep dive on the rookies. So I was meaning to do that this week. I just didn't get the chance to, but I want to deep dive on the rookies so we can see exactly who's doing what and how they're faring. If y'all want me to do the international rookies too, let me know. Right now, it's just the college, the ones that just came from the draft. So not the draft, but the college ones that I know, like Aaliyah, Camilla, Angel, Cece, Peely, Sheldon, Rakia. Well, Cam's not playing right now, and Marquisha. But if y'all want like Phoebish, Van Loo, Suarez, some of the other rookies, y'all let me know, and I can add those to the list. Megan going up, go Iowa. J Spot, let me out the doghouse. You're out right now. Zah says I watched an old game with Asia dueling against CP3 and Chelsea Gray when they played for the Sparks. I bet that was dope. I missed that part. Yeah, that's about it, y'all. April, good night. Thank you. Oh, wait. Didn't you send me something? Was I supposed to show it? Or was that just for my information? Hold on. Oh, it was the shoes. It was the shoes. All right. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, she's a rookie. She's a rookie. She's just not a fresh graduate. She's never played for the W, so that makes her a rookie. But good night, everybody. Thank y'all for hanging with me. I do appreciate it. Please come see me next Tuesday. Check out my community tab for my posts. And that's about it. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out, y'all.